Hi y'all, welcome to Farm to You to Table. I'm Andy Hopper, your floral BFF. You know, Mother's Day is all about loving your mother or the mother in your life and creating a beautiful texture of memories from her. So we need some beautiful texture in this arrangement this season. I think it's one of those things that we can just add some really neatness to it. You know, moms create that neat, funny feelings in our life. Those memories are like textures throughout our whole life that create this wonderful atmosphere. And we're going to create this wonderful atmosphere with using these beautiful textures in the kitchen. So join me as we create this Mother's Day surprise in my kitchen. Here's what you need this month. You need the Lone Star Living, any beautiful texture bunch that you would like to choose. You can use our vase available in blooms, or if you have a vase at home, you can use that as well. And if you want to, you can use the grid that we made a couple of months ago if you kept that, or you can make another one, watch the video to see how that was done. And we're also going to do this beautiful vine wire to put this together and our tools. So let's start designing our beautiful arrangement for Mother's Day. You know, it's all about textures and beautifulness. I love this beautiful Lone Star Living bouquet. It's got some really good textures in it already. And we have great Veronica. I love it as well because it's going to add some whimsical texture to this arrangement. And guess what? It's going to be able to hold this really beautiful shape using our grid. So let's start designing this. We're going to start off by taking our beautiful blooms, our beautiful stems, and cutting off some of the excess things off of them. The leaves. Again, that clean water is always super important to keep that water fresh, to keep everything vibrant and pretty and make that arrangement last a long time. You know what? Those gifts for mom are really special. You know, those handmade moments that you can make something for your mom or the mom in your life is really special. It just means a lot. I know I used to make stuff for my mother all the time. I'd always give her a plant, and then I always give her like a flower or two because I was just one of those kids, because I know mothers love to nurture and grow things, but they also love the beautifulness of flowers. So got that done, and then take off some of the leaves off of this as well. Again, not too many, just easy. Because I want to leave them kind of long because I want that to be whimsical and fun, and my grid's going to hold that up. So I'm going to start off by using some of my filler flowers to start my base. Again, you can leave them as long as you want to, because again, this grid is going to hold that, going to hold it up, and it's going to have a really beautiful, whimsical, almost like airiness to it. So I'll start off with my Ostomerias and my Charmillias. My mom loves them. She's like, that's one of her favorite flowers. She's like, oh my gosh, I love Ostomeria. And then all of a sudden they come up with Charmillia, and it's like, oh, I love them even better because they just last a long, beautiful time. You know, something beautiful and lasting for mom. Now I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna use some of my beautiful green palms in here. I think they're so pretty. That green is just gorgeous. And then if they have some long breaks, just break those off. Really easy, because those are super, super long. I could use those around the edge in a minute. I'm gonna cut those off. Again, I started this base, so now I can start adding my other flowers to it. I'm gonna do a focal in the front, with this kind of be my front here, and I'm going to put these beautiful disc buds together. They're chrysanthemums. We call them disc buds in the industry. They're just really pretty. And I'm gonna kind of stair step those in here, almost terracing a little bit, just to give it a beautiful focal point in this arrangement. It's gonna help me. It makes me feel happy. My mother's favorite color is yellow too, so I know this arrangement would make her happy. Again, what's mom's favorite color? Just pick out a filler that may, you know, you think of your mom, or a color she may love, or something that makes you think of her. Beautiful spray roses, gorgeous. And then I love everything else. The Matsumoto's going in there. And then again, I can kind of tuck these around the edge to give me some dimension in my arrangement. They're long enough to stay in the water as well. I'm just gonna fill it in. And I don't mind seeing the grid. So one of those things people talk about grids, like, do you want to see it or not? You made it really pretty and really even. So it's a design element at that point. So, you know, you don't have to worry about seeing it. I don't mind seeing this because I love how pretty it is. It adds some really great visual texture to the arrangement. So then I'm gonna come here, lastly, I'm gonna add my Veronica. Again, you can make it as full or as not as full as you want. I'm gonna add the Veronica to it, and it's gonna bring me some really good whimsical line to it. I just love how it feels kind of airy, especially in Texas. You know, we love that kind of wildflower look. I love it. Mothers really love it. It looks like you went and almost hand-picked it for them. And how special is that? Like, you went to the farm, or you went out into the field and picked it, but you know what? You went to your blooms department at HEB and picked up some really beautiful flowers. You put in this great little beautiful centerpiece for her for Mother's Day. It's really pretty. And I love how flouncy and airy it looks. I think it just makes a really pretty statement. I use the word flouncy a lot and when I design stuff, and that's when you have this like beautiful, like speaks to me, the whimsical like texture or shape to it is what I call flouncy. That's kind of one of my words I use all the time. I was like, oh, make it look flouncy. My mom says it all the time now because I say it so much. But again, I made this really beautiful arrangement using these beautiful Veronicas and that gorgeous grid, but look how it stays all together. You know, using that grid makes a beautiful arrangement. Join us next month for Party You to Table, where you become the designer.